Are you ready for the matrix to finish? Right in the middle of something. Every second, every millisecond, there are different scenes, different dynamics in the matrix. And it will always be like this. This matrix will finish right in the middle of something. So how ready are we? Not just for the final end, but do we experience every scene in this matrix? It's just another entertaining scene that will pass and not make anything big. The tendency of the ego is to make everything very big because the ego is fed from the matrix. So now we check if we can step back in a second. Whatever we saw from the morning until now, did we see it as part of a movie, as an entertaining scene? Or did we create strong thoughts and feelings that things were important, like an emergency? The soul gets trapped out of the habit of being pulled by the matrix. But even if it was trapped and experiencing the role as a reality, in this moment, we can come out and be totally clear and see how different the real world is from the stage, the script, the characters, and the stories. There are so many stories all the time. But it takes just a second for the soul to become conscious again, to wake up, to remember. The beautiful truth, the silent truth, the silent reality that exists beyond us thinking about it. We just become aware of it. That this world that we now see exists forever. It is not the creation of anyone. What we need to do is easy. We don't need to create anything, but just remove the rubbish from the vision, from the third eye. This rubbish is our own creation. It is our own thoughts about the matrix. It can be in an obsessive way, which means more and more rubbish. And this is why souls cannot experience God, because of the creation of these stories. The more stories, the more filters. This is why silence is required. In silence, one can see what is there right now, can see the eternal silent dimension with the eternal residents who are like stars, who are all extremely sweet, extremely loving. And we explore these feelings of these beings who enjoy eternity. The emotions come from the vices and are always based on the scenes in the matrix. They always come with restlessness, insecurity, desires. But one can rest in these feelings of eternity, which is so beautiful, so subtle, truly celestial. These feelings are not an improved version of happiness or love, a little bit better, a little bit more pure, but they are of another kind, like a paradigm shift. They are completely different worlds. This is the original, eternal world. All the rest are stories of the mind, of illusions, stories about the puppet world. So it is easy to experience God as the perfect friend, perfect mother, father, a companion in a real way. When the soul is free from the matrix, this is the reality. It is a natural experience. There is nothing else to achieve, ever. So there is no reason for these beings to let go of this supreme life. Even when they come into the matrix, they retain their true, higher personalities. And so here is another day in front of us to rehearse perfection until there is no need to be reminded, until this awareness remains constantly there, even while in the matrix.